Hello and welcome back to my channel, and this is Mary of Creating with Mary. Thank you for joining me on today's episode. So today is a reflective moment for me. So I'm going to be reflecting on the import, on the significance of another arrest over internet fraud of Abidemi Rufai last Friday in the United States. There have been similar cases in the past, like Obi-Wani Okeke, aka Invictus Obi, who is currently serving a 10-year prison sentence in the US over internet fraud. And then, not too long ago, Ramon Olorunwa, aka Osh Poppy, is currently facing criminal charges over similar wire fraud in the same US. And so last week, whole country was agog with this news item about a certain Abidemi Rufai, who has been arrested in the US for internet fraud, similar charges to the Osh Poppy and the Invictus kind of crime. One thing that stands out for this new crime is the fact that this person, Abidemi Rufai, is currently working with the Nigerian government. He's occupying a senior special assistant role to the Ogun State government. That's really is shameful to know and to read. And he aspired to occupy the House of Representatives position in 2019. So quite a lot of things come up for me with this news item. The first being that quite a number of our young men have lost focus. The Ogun State government have immediately sent out mercy that he has been suspended from that position. But nonetheless, it's quite a shame that we have someone, indulging in criminal activities, occupying leadership position within our government. And like I posted on my Facebook over this topic, it is not surprising. Some of our elder statesmen, some of our leaders, some of our government officials are grand patrons of crime. Not something that is surprising given the trend on which we're going as a country, as a people. I wasn't surprised, only that it was quite shameful to learn. Besides this internet fraud situation, so many young Nigerians, men particularly, have lost their lives in countries like Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, in carrying drugs over there. Over 4 decade plus years living in Nigeria, I've seen our value system go way down. As a society, it went down crazily, and some of the things we held there are trampled on feet now. There's no sacredness to life. You see killings. Aside that, then we have the corruption in leadership, corruption in government, has kind of like derailed the entire country. But the problem more is about values. The average young man wants to just make it, they want to hammer so that you command the attention of more girls and we're able to spend lavishly. That's the mindset that is currently in vogue. It's a disease. It's a disease. Something we need to retrace our steps. We need to reappreciate our value system and bring them back to the fore. A certain song by Funmi Adams. A few of people in my generation would know this song. It's a Yoruba, but I'll make a subtitle for my non-Yoruba listeners to understand what the message is. The song was melodious, and the message was filled with value instructions, wisdom. And aside that, Funmi Adams, the musician, I don't know if she's still with us here. She was beautiful. She's a beautiful woman. So the song says, "Ọmọdé o, ẹ gbọ́ ohun tí mo fẹ́ sọ. níbikíbi tẹ́ bá wà ẹ gbọ́ o. Má jẹ́ kójú kòkòrò mọ́ yín lára, kẹ́ jẹ́ kóhun tẹ́ bá ní tẹ́ yín lọ́rùn. So the song says, children, listen. Listen to what I have to say. Wherever you are, listen to what I have to say. Do not let lust, do not be influenced by what you see, what your eyes see, to want to lust after it, and be contented. Learn contentment. I find that song very apt for today's generation, and I wish that those songs, that song particularly, and many of the songs in that generation that really emphasized values, preached it, through music, through melodious music, will be brought back to our radio waves. Values such as hard work, contentment, simplicity, growing steadily, discipline. We need to bring those values back into our system, into our society. If we ever are going to be a people that can be reckoned with in the world again. Flashy lifestyle, the bling lifestyle, the show-off lifestyle, extravagant lifestyles, and not lifestyles that can help build a sustainable, thriving society. Culpable young men end up in prisons. We lose out as a people. We lose their own contribution. Then again, they see the get-rich-quick investment schemes quite on the rise, with people wanting to multiply their money very fast so that they can live large. There are a lot of betting and gambling shops open that many young people are participating in. Kidnappings and killings and ritual killings are on the rise. Robbery and theft are on the rise. On the side of the government have been unable to provide employment and the enabling environment for young people to thrive. So that's a blame on the government. On the part of parents, many parents have abdicated their responsibility of nurturing and teaching just children the values, importance of values. And children start to think, I want to hammer, and they are under pressure to do this. They do any kind of activity in order just to obtain money, in order just to live large, in order just to live the extravagant, the bogus life, the big life. So I'm only hoping that as a people we begin to reflect on these issues and begin to make changes, retrace our steps. That the message I'm putting out there is congruent with the values that we once hold dear. Hard work, contentment, simplicity, persistence, integrity. We all have a role to play in this. We need to bring back values. We need to bring back values that will let our society thrive, that will make our families thrive, that will give us a good name as a people. That is not to say that there are not hardworking young men and women right out there. And we should promote this positive over those negatives. But we should be mindful of the few elements within us who are bent on projecting our image negatively. And apart from those people who are already in this line of activities, the younger ones look up to many of them as role models. The way they live their life, their flashy lifestyle, their bogus and lifestyles as social media celebs, or sharing photos and videos of their expensive lifestyles. Many young people are praying, hoping, desirous of such a life, and they want it now. It's that you want it now. There's no for any good thing to happen. It doesn't happen suddenly. There's a steady progression to something that endures, to something that is good and something that endures. There's a steady progression to achieving it. And so we must also embrace our discipline, and persistence and endurance, able to endure hard times, knowing that eventually the good times will come. When we are desirous of quick gain, then greed sets in, and when greed is occupying a seat in the heart of a man, you easily fall to business associations that can lead you to this kind of situation with Abidemi Rufai. So that I'm hoping that we'll have more messages through songs, writings, social media influencers, content creators, movies, preaching in religious organizations on the need to, and not just mere words. I don't mean mere preaching or mere acting, I mean words that are incongruent with those who are acting it, that are incongruent with those who are preaching it, that are incongruent with those who are singing it. People will be awakened to the responsibility that we all have towards changing the narratives, towards bringing back those value systems that we once hold dear. For Abidemi Rufai, once he's convicted of the crimes, he may face up to 30 years in prison. What a life. And I posted on my Facebook post a few days ago, engaging in crime doesn't pay. It may appear so, as in Nigeria today, it may appear as though crime pays. But like I said, from the beginning of time to the end of time, crime is the saboteur of good things in the life of the person who participates in it. With peace, joy, happiness, all the good things that really qualities. The qualities that make life truly enjoyable are sacrificed by crime. So I appeal to young Nigerians and I said to you, work hard. Whatever it is you're doing, that you're also. Keep hustling it. Keep doing it. Develop more skills. Hone your talent. Work harder. Yeah, Nigeria is tough. But within it, people are making legit businesses. They are getting successful with their businesses, growing it from very small and making it bigger. People are doing quite great things, and there's nothing that can stop you if you are determined to also do a legit business. Don't envy those Yahoo guys. Those guys who just make this suddenly. Work hard at whatever your hands find to. I do pray that God puts a blessing on your work and you get to have that feeling of success at the end of the day. So thank you for watching today's episode, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye.